the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa's offense will get first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vic. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Vic. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the UCLA Bruins offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Vick. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side. A 44-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Hawkeyes will send off the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Snap from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kick is in the air. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try it over the left side. He has the first and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
16, UCLA, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. QB draw. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, through it. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. On Brave Old Army team. This is shaping up to be a blowout to remember with the cadets marching all over the place today. They're up by 21 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. Finds a little space.
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible.
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. It's a draw. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After run, now throw. Got it! And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Zips it out to his man. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll leave it with him. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Vic.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds us back in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Bruins will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Push down for the tackle. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Woody.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Nestles it in at the 34. And he loses the football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll sneak it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man, it's Woody. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Woody. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
This one's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for